Hi, me and my Golf TV. I'm Lise, this week's winner of the swing analysis. Welcome to beautiful sunny Frederikshavn in the north Denmark. I've been playing for 2 years, just starting my third season. My handicap is currently 17.7. My goal for this year are to get down in a single handicap and hopefully get on my club's team. My coach says that if I'm down by the end of the year, I'm in. So thank you, my Golf TV, for helping me with my swing. I'm ready to take charge of my game.
Okay, so it's that time of the week again when we can help one of our lucky viewers with their golf swing. It's golf swing analysis. And this week's winner is from Denmark, and this is Lise, 30 years old, off a handicap of 17. Congratulations. Now, Lise is struggling with some consistency, as we hear so many people do. Yep. And she'd love to get to single figures by the end of the year and make the team. Okay. So there's certain things in Lise's golf swing that we can really make a difference with, Piers. The shot that she's struggling with is a slice. Okay. She's losing it to the right, and she's been told by her coach to aim right and try and sort of close the club face in the downswing. Okay. Or through impact, should I say. So let's go ahead and take a look at Lise's golf swing. First of all, from the down the line view. And we can see clearly here how much to the right she's aiming to try and encourage that draw shape. She's really working hard to get that ball working from right to left. But there's certain things that the shape of a golf swing is really limiting that factor. So the alignment is aiming right, but we're just going to actually flip now straight to the front-on view and highlight some of the things that's going to make it very difficult for Lise to play that draw. So I'm just going to draw a line next to her head, and as we make a backswing here you'll notice that the actual head moves towards the target. So you'll see actually sort of crossing that line there at the top of the backswing. And then really this is struggling, she's really making it very hard to rotate pitch. Yes. She's really lacking some rotary movement in her golf swing. So the fact that she moves towards the target causes the hands and arms also to get very high. Yep. And now this will cause her to come very steep into the back of the ball, which causes the right shots. Yep. So although she's aiming right there, Piers, the shape of a golf swing won't allow her to play that draw. Yeah. So we've got some very simple things that we can do, Lise, for you that when you practice, that's going to really help change the shape of your golf swing and make it very easy to go from right to left. Mm-hmm. Just going to flip actually back to the down the line view. Another interesting point, Piers, is that if the top of the golf swing, we can actually notice that the club face is very closed at the top. Now, a lot of people say, well, it's closed at the top, we need to fix that, whereas actually the struggling shot that she's having trouble with is to the right. Yeah. So we only change that if it's actually causing an issue. Yeah, I mean, we always say, it's caused by the grip, which we'll talk about in a minute, but it's not a hooking grip until it starts hooking the golf ball. So we may do some changes, or get Lise to do some changes, which may encourage her to hit the draw or the hook, maybe too much of one. Then we can address that. But at the moment, we leave that alone. It is quite closed. The club face is quite closed. Yeah. People will look at that and, as you rightly said, will go, that needs to be addressed. It only needs to be addressed if it starts hooking the golf ball. Yeah. So it's something, when we change the shape of the golf swing, something to maybe bear in mind for next time. So let's go through what Lise is doing then, Piers, and then we'll go through some real good simple things that she can do. Okay, so you mentioned, obviously, we've got our target down there in the fairway, but aiming to the right to allow for a path which is more into out, to allow for a shallower downswing. That's absolutely correct. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with doing that. But the shape of the swing is not allowing it. So aiming to the right, and I think this is the killer, Andy. You mentioned that as she swings back, and we saw from the video that we tilt towards the target. So the upper body tilts towards the target, the hands and arms go very high, and we can see as soon as we're in this position here, very difficult to be shallow to play the draw. The club comes down steep because it went back up steep, and we get quite a big divot, didn't it? There was quite a big divot there when Lise hit that shot. There's too much downward motion in the way down. But just do that again there, Piers, and we'll just highlight it. So we can see the line next to sort of Piers' head. If you just go from the start again, So if we get that line next to Piers' head, and what we'll see as he moves away now, that upper body and head moves that way, the arms get very high, and as we said, there's only one way down, which is too much down, and then we're going to get those steep divots, and then we're going to get those balls going to the right. To the right. So we need to get more rotation in the golf swing. Very simple, really. We need a more rotary movement. So we've got two things that you can practice, Piers. Okay, so first thing we do, horizontal swings. Let's give you the feeling, Lise, of getting a golf swing which is a lot shallower. So if we see a golf swing which is very steep, we like to make it as shallow as possible in your practice swings and the drill shots. Yeah. So first of all, club, horizontal. So shaft horizontal to the ground, and get used to
to the feeling. Imagine the golf ball is up here, by the way, and get used to the feeling of swinging through that area, keeping it on the same plane. And we can see from here, well, it's a lot harder to slice it from here, Andy.
Yeah,
if there was a golf ball there, that golf ball would be going left.
Freeze your setup again there, Piers, for me, and we'll just go through. If we can get that line in now at the head, and if you make a backswing for me and rotate, you can see that Piers now is obviously sort of staying behind that line as opposed to moving towards the target. So
yeah, kind of doesn't really work that. I can't actually, from this position, I can't actually move that way. Just wouldn't work.
Takes that out of it. So it's really going to encourage your hands, arms, and body to get that rotary motion, which we want, and then we can sort of take that feeling to the golf ball. So it's that rotation that really is going to help you create the draw. And Lees is working very hard to try and sort of turn the hands over. If you make this backswing, Lees, you won't have to work hard to
you won't have to do it, trust me. Yeah, you won't have to do that.
So the horizontal swing is a great way to give you the feeling of creating that rotation, but we've got another drill for you.
Yeah, good thing to do on the golf course as well before you hit a golf shot, because obviously this drill here is going to be maybe a bit more difficult to do on the golf course, but definitely have that as part of your practice swing, the horizontal swings. Okay.
Okay, are you going to get the driver there, Piers?
No, I'm going with the iron. So you'll notice I've teed that golf ball up ridiculously high. That's actually too high for my driver. Now, I'm going to apologise in advance. If you get this slightly wrong, it may tingle the fingers a little bit, and hopefully in Denmark it's probably still quite cool out there as well, so hopefully you get this drill pretty quick. But what we've done is we've teed the golf ball up really high. So just imagine this. If I were to swing back up and down steeply, what's going to happen? I'm going to go underneath that golf ball. I'm going to hit the golf ball in the top edge, thus you may get the shots that sting a little bit. So from here, a steep swing, it's just not going to work with this tee.
You could maybe even go under that golf ball.
You could miss the golf ball completely. So, as soon as we have a golf ball teed up as high as this, straight away my mindset is going to be more like the horizontal swings. I'm going to have a lot shallower
we can just see
golf swing.
Carry on there, Piers, for us. We can just see how Piers rotates away from that line, or just pretty steady with the head as opposed to move back where Lees is there. So it's going to create the same feeling. Basically, this is the raised ball is creating that same sort of feeling in the body in terms of getting that more rotary motion.
It's not quite horizontal swings, but it's not, you know, it is an extreme difference to what you're used to.
So this drill is going to help shape your golf swing. It's going to, again, give you a more extreme version to practice it, but it will really train. And for you to hit that golf ball clean off the top, your golf swing will have to be shallower. Piers, definitely.
And it's okay, I mean, right as well, because this is going to help, again, get the draws. I guarantee you with this, I'm going to hit a shot in a moment, and I'm pretty sure it's going to draw when I do this with this tee.
Yeah, it works for most people. As soon as they try this, that right to left
instantaneous draw
is going to help create that. So, Piers,
shall I have a go?
Yeah, let's give it a shot. Yeah. So
okay, it's cold here, so hopefully I get this correct, otherwise it will tingle a bit. Practice swing, so I always have my practice swings when I do this myself, hovering the golf club. Yep, so hover the golf club.
And that rotary motion you can see there, Piers, moving around rather than up and down.
Okay, here we go. Look at that one.
And as you can see there, picked it off the top of that tee without even moving the tee there, Piers. I'm impressed with that. And it even had that
trick shot time.
Slight little draw. Okay. Great couple of drills there for you to do, Lees. Remember, we want to add some rotation in and take out the steepness in that downswing.
This will do that. I mean, and again, apologies, it will tingle a bit on the odd occasion, but that really does shallow it out.
Yeah.
And I think the important thing is, as we said at the beginning of the video, the club face is closed, but it only becomes a problem when it starts going too much to the left.
That'd be a nice problem to have.
It would be, yeah. So shallow this out first, and then you can make the decision whether you need to do the change.
Great. Okay, Lees, hope that helps. Again, remember, shallower is better for you. Take out the steepness. It's going to help create that draw and get rid of that slice. If you want the chance to have your swing analysed by myself and Piers, check out the Facebook page and our Twitter page to enter the competition. And we'll see you next time on Me and My Golf TV.
Thanks for watching. Blowing at the toe, it might not go that far.
And it will feel quite slow, but you're definitely going to get a different sensation as you do that.
It's going to be more deliberate, isn't it? Yeah, definitely. Okay, so look, great drill. Also, guys, we've got exciting time.